Well, I think anybody that follows operas is pretty much aware that opera is an artistic vehicle of the past. That basically people want to hear operas written in the 19th or early part of the 20th century. But I believe that it is really still a living organism, and that if it really has meaning for people, it needs to speak to their contemporary experience. And certainly the composers that we associate with great opera, whether they be Wagner or Debussy or Mozart, Beethoven's Fidelio, they dealt with the deepest issues of human existence. And I think that the themes that are in my operas do that for our time. Certainly the atomic bomb is expressive of the human condition in a way that no other symbol could possibly do that. And the Death of Klinghoffer, which was, terribly controversial and probably continues to be, is about terrorism, and it's about intolerance. And that, all we have to do is open up a newspaper or log on to the internet to experience that in the most painful terms. Nixon in China is, a little more easygoing, has a little more humor, but that's not only is that about people in power and their strange behaviors, but it's also about the collision of the two concepts of how people might live their lives. Whether they live them by unfettered, neoliberal market values, which is what life is like here in the United States, or the idea that everybody should have his or her own share and nobody should get, wealthy, which is ideal communism, which, has never really been achieved. That's a really interesting theme, and that's what Nixon in China is about. So these things, they absorb me, even if I weren't a composer, thinking about them, but being able to find expression for them in this fantastical world of opera. It's been, it's a lot of work, but it's also really just been probably the greatest experience of my life as a creative being.